Hi, welcome to Making a Better Me Day 161 update. Believe it or not, that is 23 weeks. I've been doing a video every day except for one that I missed last weekend, but I did a double update to take care of that. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've also thrown in a couple of bonus videos. I'd like to do some more, but lately things have been a little bit out of hand. I do have a few topics I want to talk about, but we will do that in bonus videos when time permits and things ease up a little bit. Things have just been a lot hectic in our lives the last month or so. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Today was a Sunday, and let's talk about it. Okay. Actually, let me back up a little. Before I start, I haven't done my little spiel about what this is about in a while, so I'm going to mention that again real quick. Making a Better Me is a YouTube channel that I decided to create in order to keep myself more accountable for some New Year's resolutions that I wanted to do this year. And the New Year's resolutions I wanted to do, one was to reclaim my fitness. I've been going to the gym regularly, but I had a few injuries which were keeping me from working out the way I wanted to. So I've had some challenges with this resolution this year, and I've been trying to sort of adjust my workouts to suit the injuries that I've been suffering. First off, I had some problems with my shoulder, and I was having some problems with both elbows, and obviously my left knee, which has been an ongoing problem for a long time. So I've been working with Leg Health Clinic since the end of December on trying to make some changes and help improve some of these situations. Now I've had a certain degree of progress, but I've also had a certain degree of frustration with this. And let me explain that. One of the things I found and discovered through this process is that I've probably been doing some things incorrectly for a long time, which would lead to compensation type injuries, which are a lot of work to fix and overcome. So one, I've had to relearn how to do things and sort of train myself how to move more properly. And I've been working with that throughout a lot of different parts of my body. To see if that will give some relief. And I've been somewhat successful with that, but certainly not 100% successful. So what I've been doing in the meantime is I decided, well, I will, focus my gym time around cardio, stretching, core strength, things like that. And I've been doing actually pretty good with that, and I was even starting to get back to normal workouts a little bit until about probably a month or so ago, at which time my mother-in-law took very sick. She had a aneurysm, hemorrhage, or a subarachnoid brain bleed is I guess the official term, or subarachnoid hemorrhage, SAH. And that has kept her in the hospital now for a month, and we've had a lot of challenges going back and forth. She's in Halifax, and we're about an hour away from there. So it has taken up a lot of time and made everything a little bit more challenging in our lives. So we're just sort of trying to deal with everything as well as we can. So my gym time has been not where I want it to be all the time, and I haven't made it in as frequently as I'd like to, but I'm trying to make adjustments to that. So what I've been working on mostly lately has been cardio focus, and with that I'll probably be doing some exercises to help correct problems with my lower back that I've been having some issues there with being sore, as well as some rotator cuff exercises to try to build up the strength in my shoulders so that I can get back to normal things when everything else sort of slows down. I figure that cardio is my best bet because I can easily do cardio workouts without affecting everything else. If I miss a cardio workout, I can just do another cardio workout the next day. It's not like, when you're training body parts that, you put something off and skip it, or you put something off and you keep going. Your workouts can become quite lengthy between, because I usually work on a 5-day split. And if you're working a 5-day split and you miss a couple of days, then it becomes, a week and a half, 2 weeks between single body part workouts, which really isn't sufficient. So for now, the main focus will be on cardio, which probably won't hurt. I could stand to lose a couple of pounds, and so hopefully that will be okay for now. And I will just work on my functional motions exercises and things like that, as well as some stretching, and hopefully get back in on some core strengthening things as well. I've been sort of letting the stretching and core strengthening things go the last couple of weeks just because of everything that's been going on, but I am going to try to increase that a bit. So what else has these resolutions meant to me? One of the other things that I really wanted to focus on was being more helpful to my wife, and being a better part of our team together. And there was a couple of reasons for this. Primarily is that my wife Leanne has suffered bipolar depression, diagnosed in 2002, I believe. And we have been working through this for a long time, and on and off, and different problems, and she's had several depressive episodes as well as a couple of manic episodes, and in the last little while, since from March 2017 until about March 2018, she was in a depression, off work, things like that. So we've been, getting things back on track the last little while. But one of the things that I thought, I really need to focus on being more helpful around the house, because she was really struggling to get things done with the depression, and really bothered by the state of things not being done and things like that. So I wanted to redouble my efforts and be able to do more to help out and to help put her mind at ease. And also, it's important to help out. So, it wasn't just that. I think at times life gets in the way, and allowed me to have other things going on that wouldn't allow me to get some of these things done. So I really have tried to make an effort in being more on top of keeping things up to date and clean and tidy, and dishes and laundry, and just everything really. So so I think I've been pretty successful in terms of that. Now, granted, if you walked into our house right now, you probably wouldn't agree. It has been a little bit of a challenge, or more of a challenge, this last month, with being on the road more often, and not being here as often, and just a lot of different things going on. So it's been a little bit more busier and more hectic. So those were the main things that I wanted to do in this channel. Also, as part of reclaiming my health, one of the things that I wanted to do, or I plan to do in the long term, was to try to make some dietary changes. And I have been a little bit successful with that as well. One of the key things that I've done, and I did it over the Easter weekend, so it's about 2.5 months ago now, is I stopped drinking pop. And surprisingly, it was much easier than I thought it was going to be. I basically stopped cold turkey. I just one day, I didn't actually even plan to when I did, but it was a long weekend, and I don't typically keep pop in my house. So usually I get it when I go out and eat out, or or away at restaurants, or traveling, or whatever. When I was driving, I would get one, things like that. Well, I'd gone 2 or 3 days without leaving the house, because it was just a quiet Easter weekend, and we were just sort of chilling. We didn't go to restaurants, we didn't do anything, we ate at home. And, well, of course, I didn't have pop, so I didn't drink pop. No big deal. Then at the end of it, I thought, gee, you know what? I did 2 days. I can do another day. So I did the next day, and then just kept going from there. and I gotta say, it's something that I feel really great about, and I'm actually pretty proud of. I think it's actually saved me money in the long run because I am less likely to stop and grab a snack at a pop. So because I'm not stopping for a pop, then I'm not stopping at all, so I'm not grabbing a snack or whatever. So I'm probably saving calories as well as money. And in restaurants, it's saving me money because I'm drinking, water with lemon, and it's typically my go-to in restaurants, or just plain water. So quite often it's cheaper than pop would be, or quite often it's free if it's just tap water, which it is in a lot of restaurants. Or bottled water also sometimes is what I'm getting. But the bottled water is probably as expensive as pop. Most places are pretty close, but I think I'm saving a few dollars there. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. One of the other things that I have added into my routine is taking some different supplements to help just improve my health. One of the things I'm taking is vitamin D. I'm also taking glucosamine chondroitin for my joints. I'm taking a omega-3 supplement, as well as, what else am I taking? I'm also taking a probiotic supplement as well. Those are the main things I'm taking. I do occasionally take a B12 supplement, usually before I work out, to give me a little boost heading into the gym. Because I haven't been consistent in going to the gym, I haven't been super consistent in taking that. That's okay. I will get back on track with that soon. And I also had added protein to my diet. That was just a protein supplement, a protein powder supplement. I haven't been taking that lately because I haven't been really working out or doing exercises that I think really require me to add protein supplements. So I'm not taking that currently, but I have been. So that's some of the things that have been going on. Now, one thing I did mention is I did talk about being on, sort of Leanne being in a depression. She is out of her depression now, and she's actually started a gradual return to work, which is huge. Feeling really good about that, really positive about that. And, when she came out of that depression, we talked about some different things, and because it's our 25th year anniversary coming up this year in July, we decided that we would take a vacation together, and so Leanne and I are going to Disney World. I did talk about that in some previous videos. We're actually 4 weeks away today from the day we leave, so I'm really getting excited. It's getting down to that time. We've done a lot of planning in advance. Initially, we weren't really planning to go to Disney this year, and I said, you know what? It's our 25th year anniversary. That only happens once, clearly, and you're well. You're feeling good, you're healthy. We don't know what the future brings as far as that goes, so why don't we just do it? So we decided, hey, let's go for it, and we'll do it, and we'll book a trip, and we've done that. So we're super excited about that, and it's just her and I. The girls are staying home and, being at their jobs and taking care of the dogs and doing their thing. So it's going to be a nice trip away for us, and we'll be gone for about a week. So we're really excited about that. And again, only 4 weeks away now, so really coming down to it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about today. Today was Sunday, and we did a few things around the house this morning. We got up and made breakfast together and enjoyed breakfast together, spent some time together, and then we decided we would get ready and head down to see Dora. Now, we did have a few errands we wanted to run on the way, so we get ready, and Tamara decided that she would come with us as well. So first off we headed to the Doggy Expo in Dartmouth. We wanted to pick up a couple of things from a vendor. Three Blues and a Bully is the name of the vendor. It's a friend of ours from the Disc Dog community. Her name's Tanya Ashley Whitehead, and they're selling a number of different products, and one particular product that we I had caught my attention and I wanted to check out is a product called Go Nuts. They have several different toys that are supposed to be chew proof. So we bought one of the real high-end Go Nut chew sticks. It's a high-grade rubber, and all our dogs have had a little turn with it so far tonight, and there's not a mark on it. Score is particularly hard on chew toys, and just tends to grind on them until he's able to pick off pieces, and he's done this with Kongs, with other hard rubber toys or hard plastic toys. I thought, oh, this will be fine, you know, and he's destroyed $30 toys in 3 minutes, like, and it's just, you know, kind of frustrating. So we decided, you know what, let's go for this, let's give it a try. So right now at this point, my product review on the Go Nut stick that we bought is 2 thumbs up. Really a good product, and seems to be holding up well. We'll continue to talk about it over the next little while, and as he gets more opportunities to play with it and fool with it. The other big factor about this is the company will actually replace a product that is damaged as long as you ship it to them. So I thought, you know, hey, they're willing to stand behind their product, I'm willing to give it a try. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. We did actually pick up a type of treat that I want to talk about later. We're trying with Storm and possibly Blur, and it is Pet Relief, and it is a CBD oil based treat that should help with a few different things. We haven't tried any yet, and I'll certainly let you know when we try it and see what we think. Pretty excited to see what that brings. So after that, we headed over to Costco. We had a few things we wanted to do there. We picked up a few things that we needed, and then we headed over to see Thora. So when we got to the hospital today, we were sitting up in a chair, and we went in, and she really, I noticed more of a difference this time, I think, than I have in any of her previous visits. She was more alert, seemed to be a little bit more aware. She's still struggling to communicate at times. Sometimes she's able to communicate really well, and then other times she seems to, you know, struggle to find words, or she just sort of looks blankly. But she usually does use a lot of facial expression, probably more than I remember her using before her aneurysm, and so it's interesting to know. And you know, she does seem to want things. I know she's certainly frustrated at times with being stuck in a chair or in a bed and not being able to just get up and go when she wants to. She feels like she should be able to, and she's not quite ready for that. So she's, you know, struggling with the patience of that at times, and I can certainly understand that. I would be having a difficult time with that as well. I'm just going to slide back here a bit. My back is getting kind of sore. So, yeah, so that's sort of the state of things. But I got to really say that she does seem to be doing much better, and I'm so excited for you know, both her and for Leanne, and you know, all of her family and friends to see these improvements. She has been steadily, you know, improving and going against great odds, really. You know, what she had was a very challenging illness, and I've talked about this before, but you know, she suffered brain trauma. She also suffered brain surgery, as well as a number of different obstacles that she's had to overcome over the last month. She's had pneumonia, she's had a heart attack, she's had you know, different types of infections, bacterial infections in her lungs and bladder, blood, I think, you know, just a lot of different things going on there. And you know, they've been wonderful in staying on top of these things and helping her to make improvements. So I'm really excited to see, you know, the progress she's made, and I hope that she'll be able to continue. She has been seeing more visitors now. I know the last time I think I spoke really extensively about this, we were still at the really no visitors unless we require or request it phase. We are getting over that, and we're sort of allowing, you know, we're asking people to visit. She loves to see you. She's happy to see people. But we also want to try to sort of have some kind of a schedule in place so that we're not having, you know, 10 people show up in one day and nobody on another day. Leanne is going as often as she can. She goes probably 3 or 4 days a week at the very least, maybe even more than that. She was, going pretty much every day for a while there. We have had to back off, and we've had some people, step in and take a couple of days off our plates, especially with her returning to work. Every day just really isn't an option right now, and so we've had some people, taking days here and there to help, as well as lots of people visiting, and so we are encouraging people to go visit, but please check the schedule, or just check on the Facebook Messenger group about her, and just see if anybody else is planning to go that day or things like that, because quite often people have been saying what day they're going in there. So if we take a look through those messages, we should be able to determine just who's going and when. And hopefully that will work. We did have some other plans, but we just haven't had time to put them in place as far as setting up the schedule. So we'll just try to check the group and see if anyone else is going, or if you think you'd like to go on a certain day, maybe suggest that there, and see what happens. But for the most part, yeah, we're really happy to see people go see her, and I think she's really happy to see you. So think about it and see what fits your schedule, and see if it's a good time. Now, one thing that did happen today is she did have visitors show up, and she was sleeping, and we do ask, if she is sleeping when you get there, please come back another time. Sleep is something that she's really been struggling with. She hasn't been sleeping well at all, so and sleep is very important to her recovery. So please make sure that if you get there and she appears to be sleeping, then try to come back at another time or another day. Greatly appreciated. The other thing that she is having a bit of trouble with is she is really not eating. The hospital food is not looking very appealing to her, and she hasn't really been eating much of anything. She had supper when we were there tonight, and she had 3 bites. 1 because Tamara requested that she try something, and then 2 to take a pill. She basically looked at the food and turned it away. She is still, getting food and sustenance through a feeding tube, but we certainly need to see her starting to eat a little bit of stuff. Now, it isn't very appealing because everything is pureed that she's eating right now. She has not passed a swallow test at this point, so actually chewing food and things like that are still a little bit out of the question. So we are hoping to see some improvements in that way. So if anybody is there when her food comes, please encourage her to eat something. It's important, and it's something that she needs to get better. Anyways, I'll leave that at that, but we appreciate all your love and support, and she's got a million cards down there. She's got some beautiful flowers down there, and we're happy to see all those things, and I know she's happy to see all those things. Please be patient with her if you do go visit. She is not 100% or anywhere close to that, so she might not be exactly what you expect, but she is in there, and she's coming back, so we're pretty excited about that. So anyways, we appreciate all your love and kind words and kindness and thoughts and prayers and positive vibes and whatever else people are sending. Keep them coming. Okay, so after that, on the way home tonight, we decided we would grab some food, and we actually returned to Eastside Mario's in Bears Lake. Leanne and I actually went there last week as well. I get my old standby. I always get the same thing there, the Hell's Kitchen. And I gotta say, I really enjoy that meal. It's something that I really like the flavor and the spices included in it. And it's just something that is a great go-to for me. I know Leanne or Tamara and I eat at Eastside Mario sometimes when we're on the road, and it is a great go-to product for me. I know that if I go there, I will get the Hell's Kitchen. It'll be healthy, well, somewhat healthy, and consistent flavors and things like that. So it is something that I go to a lot when we're traveling, and it didn't let me down. So I was real pleased with that. I know Leanne enjoyed her meal. She got, I believe, I think it was called a ravioli parmesan, and she said it was delicious, and she had lots of leftover that she's going to take for lunch tomorrow. So she's excited about that. After that, we headed home, and we get home and spent some time with the dogs. Let them try out the GoNut. They all took a little turn, giving a chomp on it, and they all seemed pretty excited about it. Storm didn't find it a little bit heavy, but he's kind of funny with new toys, so he'll probably adjust to it, I'm sure, as time goes on. So yeah, that's really about it for my video tonight. It's a little windy, a little wordy, I guess, but I had lots of things I wanted to say. I haven't been doing this for 21 weeks now. Sometimes I forget things or leave things out, and I want to sort of update people on things. We're coming up on a week with Blur with no known seizures. He did have a seizure last Monday night, and we weren't really sure what to do about that, and we were really scared about it. But so far he seems to be, no more seizures, and hopefully that will continue, and that it was just a one-time occurrence, which they do happen that way, or can happen that way. We certainly hope that that's the case for Blur. He seems no worse for wear, that's for sure. He's his usual nutty, annoying self at times, and we love him for it. So yeah, other than that, everything else is pretty much on track. Jessica's in Edmonton. She's couldn't believe it. I said, Leanne, I can't believe she's been gone a whole week. It's been a week today since she left, and she's there for about 2 more weeks. And I think she's having a great time. They visited Banff yesterday, I think. I don't know. I can't keep track, and things have been a little bit out of control. But she's having a great time, and I'm glad for that. So yeah, that's about it for my video tonight. I'll give that as far as all we have to say. We do have a few things coming up this week. I know we have agility classes that we teach tomorrow. I believe we have a vet appointment with Blur actually on Tuesday. Not particularly about a seizure, although we will probably talk about that. And I'm not sure what else is going on. I think I have a chiro appointment, or not a chiro, but a massage appointment. Excuse me, for Thursday. Tired. Time to get to bed, I think. I'm not sure what else is going on this weekend, this coming weekend. I believe it is Father's Day coming up this weekend. So that's cool. And yeah, that's about it. So I don't know what else to say other than have a good night. But also I want to say, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Appreciate your likes. If you have any comments to make, I'd like to hear them below. Maybe you have a great dog toy that you've heard of that is chew-proof, or maybe you want to send some good wishes to Thora, or maybe you want to talk to me about our upcoming Disney vacation. I'm not sure. Anything, but I'd love to hear your comments. And last, of course, is subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I really like having people out there. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this was sort of a project to help me be more accountable for keeping on track with my goals. It has become more than that at times, and will probably continue to grow and become more than that. I do plan to keep doing this long past a year, I think, if I can. I hope to keep it as a daily type thing, and I'd love to see my channel grow. It's pretty cool that people actually watch it. I think that's kind of great. So yeah, subscribe and let me know you're out there. Other than that, that's it for tonight. So have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.